It is a weekend, and you are going to relax after the hard week. And what can restore strength better than a long, sound sleep? But that's bad luck. A neighbor is redecorating his apartment and drilling that concrete wall. Unfortunately, your peace of mind is not the only thing that can be destroyed by your neighbor's pastime, as after the apartment is redecorated, there are on average 7 bags of concrete debris that will pollute the soil and air for hundreds of years. Concrete is the most popular construction material of our time. Annually, the world produces up to 10 billion tons of concrete. Don't you believe me? Look around. Most of the buildings in the modern city are built from it. This solid stone is a skeleton for residential and industrial buildings, highways, bridges, dams, monuments, and other structures. Concrete is extremely robust, non-toxic, and lets almost no moisture in. Roads from this material can last up to 30 years without repair. Concrete monoliths are used as elements of dams, underwater supports for bridges, and other water structures because concrete defies destructive effects of seawater. Another of its virtues is its frost resistance. This stone can withstand up to 1,000 freeze-thaw cycles without obvious signs of destruction. Thanks to all these properties, concrete is virtually an ideal material for long-term construction. It's hard to believe, but the age of the most ancient concrete structure is more than 7,000 years. It was found by archaeologists on the banks of the Danube River. Scientists proved that the ancient ancestor of concrete had been used in the construction of the Great Wall of China and the Egyptian pyramids. A material similar to concrete was actively used by the builders of Babylon, ancient Greece, and the Roman Empire. The famous Roman Pantheon is an example of a well-preserved monolithic concrete structure. In the 20th century, the combination of concrete with metal reinforcement made it possible to build ever higher buildings. So skyscrapers appeared. In 2001, Hungarian architect Aaron Lazonsky invented concrete capable of partially transmitting light. The material was called litracon. Silhouettes of outside objects and people are visible inside, while the thickness of wall from litracon can reach 20 meters without loss of strength. The concrete mixture consists of cement, sand, crushed rock, gravel, water, and special additives. Each of the components except for the water undergoes a complex cycle of extraction, processing, and preparation. The sand is sifted through a special sieve to take out grains of a certain size. The rock and gravel are ground in a crusher until a homogeneous mass is obtained. Cement, the main component of concrete, is obtained by mixing clay and lime and baking the resulting mass in the furnace. When ready, all these ingredients are mixed in a strict proportion on the factory conveyor to become liquid concrete. Liquid concrete must be used quickly, as it solidifies within hours. It is delivered to a construction site in special concrete mixers or poured into forms prepared in advance. In addition to strength and durability, concrete has other, less obvious properties. The surface of this material can reflect up to 50% of the incident radiation. The feature turns out to be an undeniable benefit for residents of the hot parts of the planet. The authorities of Atlantis City have lowered the average daily temperature by 6 degrees due to clever filling of the streets with concrete buildings and roads. By the way, concrete roads increase vehicle mileage by 20% compared to asphalt roads. The use of concrete for human civilization is obvious and undisputable. But what about the harmful consequences? Production of the main component of the concrete mix, Portland cement, causes annual release of up to 8% of all carbon dioxide emissions on the planet. The gas overabundance can lead to global climate changes and an ecological catastrophe. Do we really need to abandon this wonderful material in order to maintain the environmental balance? We don't have to. Scientists have developed a new geopolymer concrete, which is produced with absorbing concrete dioxide rather than emitting it. The mixture does not use standard Portland cement as a binder component, but so-called fly ash, a byproduct of coal-fired power plants. Thus, the production of concrete can benefit the environment. People only have to be careful when choosing a concrete mix and buy environmental-friendly materials instead of those that cause pollution. But what about the dumps of concrete waste? After all, the ruins of a demolished apartment block can pollute a plot with an area of several hectares. Fortunately, concrete can be recycled. It can be crushed into small pieces and reused in construction. A special civil service should make sure that concrete wastes are recycled rather than thrown away anywhere. So, if you see a bunch of construction debris, do not give up. You should remember the common responsibility for the clean environment. Ancient wisdom says that creation is impossible without destruction, but if the consequences of destruction can be eliminated, we must do it. And this is wisdom of the modern world.